Eola, Eomogia, Eolaluia, Nonakawako, Emalameka Levokia, Kuahabulivari, Kawai, Ahalanila, Ekukahila, Vai, Namanamai, Kamalakia, Kaya, Maikoya, Kuihavia Gako, Ehugiliki, Makiola, Kukako, Vai, Pulamia, Noloina, Nahana, Kukuloka, Hulua, Mekamehanoka, Ekuelo Namano, when a Kamehameha, Mekahana, Kamkanio, Mukwai, Vili, Kale, Hua, Mekali, Hoikahialoha. Now, when the early settlers of the Hawaiian Islands arrived here, LuAU and his crew for the first time, what they noted about these islands is that it was very beautiful, very verdant, very lush. But there were only a couple of trees and things that they recognized. It was abundant with coconut trees, that's tall trees around us, and the ava root. Now the ava is basically what Polynesians used to make kava. And for some reason that floated along the ocean and made its way to these islands, and it was just busting all over the place. But that was about it. Now at LuAU, you typically enjoy Hawaiian food. Things like poi. How many of you tried poi tonight? Raise your hands. All right, I'll give you a badge just for trying it. Thank you. The best way to eat it, if ever you're at LuAU anytime, is eat it with fish. You see, Hawaiians call dinner in Hawaiian poi mekai'a. That means fish and poi. So you got to eat that together. Otherwise, you're not going to like poi if you eat it just by itself. You know, you weren't raised with it. So try it with fish. And if you want to venture out and try it with other animal proteins, the poi tastes really good when you eat it with other animal proteins like beef, chicken, fit pork. You know, just enjoy poi the way Hawaiians and locals do. But you know, the taro to make poi wasn't here. Many of the other plants weren't here. All of the things that we associate with Hawaiian culture and daily life here in the Hawaiian Islands, they were not found here on these islands. And that is why LuAU and his crew took their time coming back. They had to gather some of those items to bring with them. And that's why we call those plants the staple foods of the Hawaiian people, canoe plants. Because over time, they had to be brought in by canoe. I'm talking about the sweet potato, the banana, the breadfruit, the challah tree, the one that we use to make mats, the ones right over here. And then, all of these very useful, all of these staple foods for us. Over time, they had to be brought to Hawaii. And then when they did, they just kind of took to the ocean, to the ground, and they just flourished. Hawaiians not only enjoyed items on the land, but we also enjoyed the plants of the sea. What plants of the sea are you talking about? We're talking about limu. Everybody say limu. Limu is a Hawaiian word for the seaweed that we enjoy eating. Now, just like on land, in the ocean, there are limu that are weeds. You don't touch them. And then there are limu that's good to eat. And so, of course, the drill was in the morning. You would go out and pick limu, bring it home because your grandmother sent you out on that job. And if you didn't get the right one, grandma will send you right back and make sure you get the right limu that she needs for the day. So all of this added to the beauty and bounty of the Hawaiian people over generations. But the one thing that is a standout over the generations is the mountains of these islands. And the tallest one is called Mauna Kea. It's over about 13,800 feet above sea level. Measured from the ground, it's over 40,000. From the bottom of the sea, it's over 40,000 feet. So it really is a monster mountain here for us. But it was also the beacon that drew Hawaiiloa and other navigators to Hawaii. It stood very tall, very high, and that is what brought these early Polynesian settlers to these islands. So in this next hula, we want to honor not only Mauna Kea, but the bounty and the beauty of all of Hawaii Island. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome the hula. Hano hano no Hawaii. Start of the Hawaiian family, which is about 1,500 years old. That's as far back as our Hawaiian story goes. But the story of the Polynesians, that is the ohana. When we talk about family, that is the ohana we share with other islands in the Pacific known as Polynesia. But you also need to know that in all of the islands of the Pacific, they're all categorized by three language groups. You've got Polynesia, then there's Micronesia, and then there is Melanesia. Now these three were very distinct island groupings with their own unique language categories. And back in ancient times, before they settled their island home, it was a really scary place, leaving the big land and coming out into the ocean. But all of these ancient navigators from these three different locations, these three different language groups, they were brave, they were courageous, and they braved the open ocean, coming out from the big land to the little islands. And it was there that they settled. It says, so the Melanesians found their home and they settled. The Micronesians found their home and they settled. The Polynesians found their home, but they didn't settle. The Polynesians of all the different groups were the only ones that were adventurous. They actually set out beyond their island home. They weren't tethered to their islands. They knew that this was a big ocean. Today we know it's a third of the Earth's surface. Back then, it just felt like a big ocean to them. But it was worth navigating. It was worth adventuring. It was worth moving out and discovering what was out there. And the Polynesian navigators did just that. But they didn't haphazardly or randomly move about in the Pacific. They were very, very intentional as to where they were. They had a map that they followed. Not a map like we know of, like a treasure map. Their map was the stars in the sky. They traveled by a star map. So as they moved about in the Pacific, they kind of knew all the stars that were above their head. They even named them. And so they knew when they found an island under a particular star that was good enough to settle and raise generations of families, they remembered where that island was. They marked it with the star above it, and then they made their way back home, just like LuAU did, gathered family provisions, and in time, they set out to go back, and they made that new island their home. And that is how, over a protracted period of time, the Polynesian people settled a gigantic portion of the Pacific Ocean known as the Polynesian Triangle. And the triangle is Hawaii to the north, New Zealand to the south, and Rapa Nui or Easter Island to the east. Within those 3 points, you find the heart, and that's where Tahiti was. And so there were many other islands, though. That's where the name Polynesia comes from. And you would think that Aotearoa, New Zealand, being the southernmost island, would have been the easiest one to find. But history tells us that it was the last place, basically on Earth, to be discovered and settled. And that is who we want to bring you to right now. We have Ohana there in Aotearoa. And the greeting there is Yoranda. No, it's not. That's Tahiti. The greeting there is Kia ora. Everybody say Kia ora. One more time. Kia ora is a Maori greeting, and because you are whānau, that means family. Your welcome begins with speeches followed by songs and dances. But I'll tell you right up front, the speeches are delivered by the bravest warriors in the land. And so get ready, because once they come out, they're gonna whine in their eyes, poke out their tongue, grunt and groan, the very strong chanting called haka. And when you see this, some of you are gonna think they're doing this to scare you, but they're not, because you are family. So here, ohana kākou, put your hands together, welcome your whānau from Aotearoa, New Zealand.
Tauna, o kia ho, o nā reira, hara mai Tama tonu tonu wa ano Toyate au mutuna kore Hiro tonaka Anata Ingeri kahore ite mara Tahi on wiki maya mai teti matanga Marara no naro tonu te katoa Tate tahai e whanako patua me te turakina Tauritea naka watu i te aroa O tira tai oroa te aroa Nakau atawai I tono i te aroha O a te popo whakarerea Kore ana tangata oko Kukua mai ana tama Kia mau tato te ora Uri mo Wakarono ke te whaororo Ora tangata Oki mai ana wakanuia Nana na whakatapi e taima Tiro ki tera tawahine Tiro tora to manaka me te oro mata Waitoa kia ikoi haere iro to te marama Hayakari tia paita Aua tonga kia iho Haigoro hikotea Ia kua karanga Ia ia e onore nui Ia ia e orore
We've been talking a lot about Ohana, about family. We want to recognize all the Ohana that's here tonight. And we're going to do this by calling on all those who just got married. If you're newlywed, married up to 5 years, will you stand up and let us know you're here? Congratulations. All right. Good to have you with us tonight. Mahalo. How about those between 6 and 25 years married? If that's you, would you stand up? Come on. Get loud. You need to. That's great. Congratulations. That's a lot of you. Wonderful. Right. How about between 26 and 50 years married now? You really let it out. Yeah. Wow. You're almost outnumbered the rest of the couples. Congratulations. And finally, if there's anyone married more than 50 years, I mean, come on. You deserve to take a big bow. We got him. You guys got him tonight. That's awesome. Wonderful. Well, we're glad that you're all here because you all are going to celebrate Ohana with one another. And we're going to give you this opportunity to share a dance with one another. And your dance floor is an empty aisle space in between all the tables, a room here in the front on the grass. Anywhere there's open room on the grass, that is your dance floor. And the song you're dancing to is called Blue Hawaii. So couples, will you stand to your feet and move to your dance floor as you dance to Blue Hawaii. Not me and you in blue Hawaii. The night is heavenly and Hawaii. Oh, and all this loveliness, there should be love. So come with me while the moon is on the sea. The night is young and so are we. So away, dreams come true in blue Hawaii. And mine would all come true. This magic night of night with you. So come with me while the moon is on the sea. The night is young and so are we. So away, dreams come true in blue Hawaii. And mine would all come true. This magic night of night with you. And mine would all come true. This magic night of night with you. Mahalo to all you couples from newly married to over 50. Congratulations to each one of you. It was a very beautiful sight to see you all standing and dancing, so thank you. All right. We're going to bring you back to the islands of Hawaii as we share the grace, the beauty, and the joy of the Hawaiian hula. We bring you back to Hawaii with the grace, beauty, and joy of the Hawaiian hula. Shall we dance to the evening and shall we move to the beat of the drums, exciting motion